Hi people, welcome back to Tstalks Sport. Today talking about Bukayo Saka, a player that, most of us were introduced to a bit last season. Had a couple of features here and there, in the Europa League. I think one or two in the Premier League also. And, he's done quite well in this pre-season tour personally. And, again, with like the likes of Eddie Nketiah and John Jules, I'm not saying that he's someone that's ready to come in and play a full Premier League season, but I definitely think he has the quality, ability, the right mentality and determination to, definitely come into the squad and do a job. One of the things that we were lacking last season was width. Of course, when you look at it so far for this upcoming season, we've got the likes of Saka, I would say, Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe. Of course, Iwobi can play out there, although probably would want to move him into the middle. Who else have we got? The likes of Mkhitaryan. Even the likes of Nketiah and John Jules may have to feature right there at times. So, when I look at this, I feel that I would personally rather go with these guys than spend mass money on someone like a Zaha, which might stunt these guys' development. I think one thing we could kind of see last season is that scoring goals at certain times was a slight problem, but it wasn't a big problem. Our big problem is conceding goals. So, I believe with all these guys in the team, they're definitely good enough to do a job. And, I'd rather go with them than spend 65, well, probably 70 plus million on the likes of a Zaha and, and go sort out the defence. Of course, there is alternatives to the likes of Zaha that, we're looking at. Players like Everton Suarez. Of course, he would be a good addition to the side. I would definitely take him for the value, the amount. But, I think that these guys are ready, to be birthed into the side and, definitely do a job. Especially Saka's mentality. He said he feels that this current crop of young players at Arsenal can take on the world. And, that's the right mentality you want to have. You don't want someone to say, oh, yeah, well, I think I might make it here, but if not, I think they've looked at the first team, they've seen some of the frailties, they've seen some of the bad performances, and they know that, I'm good enough to make it here at this current moment in time. Might not mean that they're going to be here long term, but, they looked at this current squad and they're like, I'm good enough to step up into this side, and, so should they. So should they have that mentality to do so, and, I think that's the right mentality to have. And hopefully he gets a lot of game time this season. Hopefully he's not, hit back by any injuries and stuff, and he can have a good campaign for us and, move forward. That's my thoughts on Saka. I think he's definitely ready. I'm not saying start him first game of the season. Who knows? He may prove himself again that he's ready for that. But I definitely feel he's a player to have in and around the side, even someone as an option to bring off with the bench. I definitely feel that he's ready for that. So that's my thoughts on Bukayo Saka. Of course, you can let me know down below your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.